Our intention is to build 600 new homes by 2022, and obviously the main source of income from Monmouthshire Housing is rent, and without that source of income we wouldn't be able to build those 600 much needed homes.
Monmouthshire Housing has got what I think is the highest void standard in Wales, which basically means that it's a delight to be signing up people to our tenancies where they are clean, they are decorated, apartments are carpeted, repairs are done. One of the reasons that we can do that is because we've got a really robust financial situation at MHA, and a lot of that is down to the fact we've got really low arrears and we have a rent-first culture. If we don't have low arrears and we don't ensure that we're getting the money in, then things like having a really high void standard is one of the first things that might disappear.
Within the scheduling team, we do minor repairs on buildings, so it could be anything from electrics not working to a roof slate falling off. So obviously we need dedicated teams to be able to monitor these repairs. If we had a decrease in that, then we probably wouldn't be able to afford the task force that we have now, which would then lead to more repairs being needed on properties, and properties would be left probably without any kind of maintenance or repairs, for longer periods of time where they need to be actioned. So yeah, it would have a bit of a knock-on effect really.
Universal credit is a huge risk to Monmouthshire Housing because it changes the way tenants pay their rent. So previously housing benefit would be paid directly to us, but now under universal credit, unless of extreme circumstances, it will automatically be paid to the tenant. So all of a sudden these tenants have now got to manage a monthly income which they didn't have to before. Frequently people live in hardship, so there's obviously the temptation not to pay their rent, but obviously what we need to promote is that rent needs to come first because that is your home, that is your staple. And that's where we need to change how we support our tenants and advise them as well. So all of a sudden we've got to support our tenants with a range of new skills they've never had to deal with before, such as budgeting their rent and getting online to manage their universal credit claim. It's changing the way tenants have to manage their benefits and their income, which obviously has an impact on us.
Well, the changes from when I was on the ESA to changed to universal credit. There's a little bit of a struggle for 6 weeks, so didn't have any payment, and my rent bill was going up, and I was in sort of dire straits of sort of getting kicked out of the property that I was in. But the Housing Association sort of gave me a bit of leeway to try and catch up after I got the universal credit.
Well, I've been on universal credits now for 2 years. It is working for me now. I don't claim universal credits all the time. It's only during term time because that's the time I do not get paid from my job. So at least I know I have something in place. The only disadvantage with it, it does pay a month in arrears. You don't always get it when you need it.
I find it really struggling because I didn't have no money to start saving with, and you obviously had to wait 5 to 6 weeks before you get a payment. And obviously because I had family and friends to support me, they got me through it and borrowed me money until I had my first payment. Obviously the first payment don't cover all your bills, like your rent and all that.
There are a number of ways that Monmouthshire Housing Association staff can keep up to date with what's going on around universal credit and rent first. One of the key things to make sure that we keep tenants' data updated, and there's also ways that we can keep people informed about what's going on. So it's important to check in-house regularly. It's important to check our social media channels regularly. The various magazines we have going out cover all the updates around Universal Credit and the Rent First campaign. So Money Matters and Tenant Matters is important to keep an eye on what's in there, and obviously our website as well.